What is going on, everybody? It's Doom Cold today for you guys, showing you exactly how we got to level 100 so fast. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have seen that, like, no one's really anywhere close to level 100 at this point. And granted, since I'm sure a lot of you guys saw our last video, like, you don't really get anything for level 100, so it doesn't really matter that much. If there was some cool unlock, then I'm sure a lot of you guys be rushing to 100, but at least you can use this level up guide to get to like 85, I think is the, level 85 Omega, because that still takes a really long time. But hopefully with this method it'll be a little bit better. And I think for this, I know you guys are gonna laugh at this giveaway, and it's because honestly I just don't want to let go of my account. But like I just said, the YouTube Doom Clan account's 100, and I was grinding with whoever was playing on that account on my personal account, which is like level 94, 95. I'll show it on screen. And I said in that last video, I'm probably down to give away my Epic account that's connected to my PlayStation that has the Skull Trooper, and it has the Max Omega actually too, because obviously it's level 90 whatever with tier 100. So if this video hits 10,000 likes, I know it's a crazy goal, but this is a crazy giveaway, and honestly, to be honest, I really don't want to give it away. It's gonna have to be something crazy. So leave a like on it if you want this account. But anyways, let's get straight into the video. I don't want to keep you guys around too long. The number one thing you're gonna want to do when you level up is gonna be going for the daily challenges, and clearly that's pretty obvious, but you know, sometimes you might overlook it or you might forget that they're there, but they do give a good amount of XP. So you want to make sure if you can get on every day and do them and remember to get them. I know a lot of the time it's like elimination challenges where you have to get eliminations with a certain type of gun, and for those type of challenges, like let's say it's a pistol elimination thing and you really don't like using pistols, or you feel like you're really not good with them, what you can actually do is get a knock with whatever weapon you want. Like if you have a gold scar and a great pistol, you can get the knock with the gold scar and then finish off the kill with the pistol, like get the elimination, and that'll actually grant you a pistol elimination. I believe they fixed it to where if you kill or if you eliminate an enemy that somebody else knocked, it doesn't count, but if you get the knock, you can use whatever weapon for it to count as the elimination. So definitely keep that in mind if it's a gun you struggle with or you don't typically use. So yeah, the first tip is to pay attention to your daily challenges. Try to get on every day and just knock those out if you can. They're usually not that difficult. It shouldn't take you more than, I would say, 30 minutes to an hour max, so hopefully you guys are able to do that. The next step is obviously, if you can, to purchase the battle pass. It's only 950 V-Bucks. That'll cost you about $10. And the battle pass, for one, it gives you an XP bonus just off the top, like every match. And number two, it also gives you battle pass challenges, which will help grant you XP, and you'll obviously get all those skins and stuff and get challenges for tiers and all that. You'll be unlocking a lot of stuff while you level up that battle pass, so it's good for both leveling up and also unlocking a lot of cool new skins and emotes and all that type of stuff for a relatively cheap price than buying just like an individual skin. So it's definitely worth it if you're worried about leveling up. Also, the battle pass is great because it gives your friends in the lobby a friend bonus, so your friends also get bonus XP if you're playing with them in the same match, and that honestly makes a massive difference. And that was like our number one thing that helped us level up so fast, is that we actually had 4 accounts which we all bought out the battle pass completely to tier 100, and as you get higher tiers on the battle pass, you get a higher friend bonus, and the max friend bonus you can get per player is 40%. So if you have 3 friends all together in the same match, you're gaining not only the 120% XP bonus from your personal battle pass, but the 40% times 3 XP bonus, which adds up to 120% total between all your friends, which practically grants you double XP on top of like the double XP you're already gaining. And obviously, like I said before, as you get higher on the tier list for the battle pass, you will unlock higher friend bonuses for your friends. And one thing you need to make sure is that you have all these people that are in your lobby added. So if you do not have them added and you're playing with them, it will not give you the friend bonus. You need to actually have them added. And honestly, this tip right here, having friends with the battle pass bonus, is the main reason why we leveled up so fast. We were playing 4-man squad, everyone had each other added, and we all had battle pass tier 100, so we were basically getting a 240% XP bonus each, which is just obviously really OP if you're trying to level up. Like, that's the main factor in terms of leveling up. So if you guys want other people to play with, make sure to leave a comment down below with both your platform and whether it's an Xbox ID or a PlayStation ID, or maybe play on PC, you should add other people in the comments. And honestly, if you don't mind playing squads like all the time, then just add as many people as you can, and every time you get on, just literally invite your whole friends list and play with whoever invites you. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how the XP is broken down each individual match, so you guys can get an idea, obviously other than challenges, how you actually get XP or how it's calculated each match. Because if you just leave the game right away, you may not even know this, like you may not even pay attention to it. So right here is the end of the match where we actually came in second place, and we'll take a look at the bottom right as it totals up all the XP from this match. As you can see, the first item is survival time, and anytime you make it towards the end of the match, like it's going to be around 200 if you win. It's slightly under 250 I think every time. So obviously that's what you want to shoot for. You want to survive as long as possible, and I would say a little under 250 I think is the max. Next up is getting an elimination. So that's an elimination that actually counts towards your personal kills. It cannot be somebody that somebody else knocked and then you eliminated, which is only 50 XP no matter what. Doesn't matter how many eliminations you get, it's just as long as you get one. And then there is another bonus for kills, which does not mean your personal kills. It actually means as many kills for the entire squad. So obviously if you're playing solo, then it would be for your solos, but if you're doing like duos or squads, it's your total kills combined. And I haven't dug into it too deeply, but I know if you get anything less than 20 kills, it's like a 60 XP bonus, and if you get anything over 20 kills total, it is like 100 XP bonus. So clearly the amount of kills you get really isn't that important, because whether or not your whole squad gets 1 kill or if your whole squad gets 21 kills, you're only going to get like 40 XP more for that. And next up is the placement bonus that you get, which I'll tell you guys right now is probably the most important bonus of them all. In the match where we got second place, we only got 100 placement bonus, but if you win, if you get first place, you get 300, and anything below second, it's like practically nothing. I'm not going to go through each individual one or whatever, but it gets substantially lower every lower placement you go. So if you take into consideration that first place is 300 XP and second place is 100 XP, you're already losing 200 XP right there, and that is before both your personal battle pass bonus and your friends battle pass bonus. So in a match that us as a squad won with both our personal bonus being 120% and our friend bonus totaling up to 120%, we're gaining an additional 720 XP on top of the 300 XP that we've already earned just from the placement bonus alone. And if we had gotten second instead, that would only be a 240 bonus as opposed to a 720 bonus. So that's almost a 500 XP difference just based on the bonuses alone, on top of the original 200 you lost from getting second as opposed to first. That's almost 700 XP lost in just one match. So if you guys are screwing around trying to trap somebody and you guys all die because you were trolling around, you just lost like 700 XP in that one match, which is a ton considering like the max XP you can pretty much get in a match is about 2,500. So obviously, you know, if you're getting second in a lot of matches or you're choking a lot in top 10 and stuff like that, that amount of XP adds up really quick and you're going to be leveling up a lot slower. And as you guys can see, that's when the battle pass bonus, your personal battle pass bonus, and then your friend bonus comes in afterwards, and it totals up your whole XP after that. And you can see that obviously, you know, the battle pass and battle pass friend bonus is granting it an additional 240% XP total. So that's literally 2.5 times the amount of XP you would normally get from doing the exact same thing. And that alone should show you guys how we leveled up so fast. But getting it back to the placement bonus before, that is definitely a huge part of it too. And that's why it is so important when leveling up that you are actually winning the matches. And there's such a big difference between winning a match and getting second place in a match that it needs to be your main priority, because not only is winning matches the best, you're also earning XP for the survival time and stuff like that. So the more time you're spending in the match and not like in the loading screen, waiting in the lobby and stuff like that, you're gonna be saving a lot of time and using your time better for actually earning more XP. So since the main three tips are having the battle pass yourself, having friends who have the battle pass to give yourself a bonus, and then 3, winning the game, I wanted to give you guys a few tips on how to win the game, since that's such an important part of this as well. Like I said in our last video, we went on both a 26 win streak and a 24 win streak while we're leveling up to level 100. So obviously during that time we were gaining an insane amount of XP. Like we probably leveled up a ton during those spans. Like those were definitely our most efficient play times right there. And I'll give you guys a little bit of insight on how we went on those long streaks. First, obviously the most important thing is right off the get-go where you're gonna land, where your squad's gonna land. Or actually before that, honestly, playing with people that communicate and work together well is going to be very important too, even more than actually where you're landing. So first of all, if you can get like a good squad together, people you can play with frequently and kind of, you know, learn how to play together well, communicate well, that's going to be the most important thing before you even get in the game. Like I know me, Trap God, Big Fultz, and Shelby, we worked really well together for whatever reason. Like we were all on the same page. We just, you know, we just worked well as a team together. So that'll actually be the #1 tip before even getting the game. And now to tell you guys like a little bit about what we did in game, where we landed. Our main places of landing, honestly, were Junk Junction, which I know it's all the way in the top, but you want to land on the outsides of the map, trust me, in order to go on these long win streaks. And around Junk, there's like a lot of actually like low-key loot spots. Like there's a warehouse out there, there's like a broken down house, there's like a motel and stuff that you guys can rotate to. And yeah, you'll actually get a lot of loot from that area. I think that's probably our most preferred spot, like obviously depending where the bus is going. We don't want to land on a super hot spot. Like if it's going right over Junk right away, you're probably not going to want to land there. You basically got to read where the bus is going and try to get as far away as possible. That's basically what we did. So like I was saying, Junk was one, Snobby Shores, Lucky Landing, and Lonely Lodge. Like those were our main 4 go-to spots. And obviously like I was saying, like it, depending on where the bus route is depending on where you're going to land out of those 4 areas. You want to go as far out of the way as possible, just because you don't want to risk somebody dying off right in the beginning. And obviously if you're landing at a super populated place like retail or something, and you get one of your teammates goes down right away because there's just so many people, and like one of your teammates can't grab a gun or something like that, then it's just going to make the rest of the game really tough for you, and then your friend's gonna have to sit there and watch, and you're just at a disadvantage already. So that was our main strategy when going for these wins. And once you guys start landing in these areas, you'll obviously get more efficient at looting and find all the little spots and stuff like that. But yeah, going a little bit further in the game, you guys want to make sure you're not separating too much. And if you do separate from your team, you will always want to make sure you're running in at least pairs, like at least with one other person. So if you and a friend split off from the other 2 in the group, that can work temporarily. Just make sure no one's like going off on their own completely solo. You want to at least stick with a pair, and also communicate on the types of things you guys are all holding. Like you don't want all 4 of you guys to be holding a sniper and then nobody holding a grenade launcher, stuff like that. You want to have people carrying different stuff, so that way you guys have all the stuff you could possibly need. Make sure you guys are sharing ammo. Make sure the person with the rocket launcher is holding all the rockets. Like if somebody's not using a rocket launcher RPG and they're holding rockets, like they shouldn't be, obviously. So make sure you're giving it to the person that has the RPG. Just literally little stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying, like people that you can communicate with well, it really makes a big difference. Also making sure that people are holding different stuff, like one person has the shields, one person might have med kits, little stuff like that. And be super selfless. Like always make sure your teammates have as much shield and health as possible, so your team is going into each fight with as big of an advantage or as best prepared as possible. And also make sure you guys are keeping an eye on the storm, because you don't want to be caught out in the storm. Make sure you guys are paying attention to when the circle's coming in and stuff like that, so you guys can get good positioning and you guys aren't fighting in the storm or coming out of the storm super weak. Because in this recent update, they actually changed the storms a little bit to where the storms will end on the outsides of the map a lot more, and even further on the edges of the map. So you guys need to be conscious of that. And if you land on like the exact opposite side of where the storm's going, you need to be ahead of it and make sure you guys aren't falling behind. And for the end game, honestly, I think the 2 most important things, like if you're playing another decent team or whatever, is obviously if you have the man advantage. If you have all 4 up and they have less than 4, that's obviously the most important. But number 2 would be having somebody who has grenade launcher that can spam it at the enemy base once it gets close enough, because that's like the most powerful weapon in the game. Like you'll be able to clear out wherever they're hiding, and that's a super important weapon. Like the grenade launcher is more important in squads than the RPG for sure. So make sure that like somebody can get one or somebody holds on to it, and make sure he has all the rockets possible. And number 2, if you have someone who can use the sniper well, like that could be really big too in terms of getting the first opening knock and giving your team the advantage. So yeah guys, that's pretty much does it for all of our tips on how you can level up fast. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. A couple things that just aren't true that I've heard going around a lot are that like you get a XP bonus for win streaks, which just isn't true at all. You don't gain any sort of bonus or anything for going on a win streak. And two, worrying about the amount of kills you get. Like when we were streaming, a bunch of people would come in and say, oh, you don't have any kills, blah blah blah, you suck. But at the end of the game, the only thing that matters really is that you got a win. Like people would say, oh, you get XP for kills too, but you really don't gain like anything. Like I said earlier, if your team gets more than 20 kills, you get like 100 bonus as opposed to a 60 bonus. So it really doesn't make that big of a difference on how many kills you get. So don't worry about the amount of kills you're getting if you're just strictly going to level up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully we can clarify like how the XP works and all that, and how you guys can best maximize your time to start leveling up quicker. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like I said, if this video somehow gets 10,000 likes, I'll give away my Skull Trooper / Max Omega account to one of you guys. Drop a comment down below with your guys' PSN names or Xbox or PC games so you guys can find more people to play with, because obviously that's a big part of it too, finding people who have the battle pass that can help you give the bonus. And yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We upload Fortnite videos all the time, we stream all the time. You guys will enjoy all of our content, I'm sure. And yeah guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.